Hi everyone, this is Esther Kane with seniorsafetyadvice.com and aginginplacedirectory.com. Today I want to show you a product that I got that is, I think it's a wonderful product for older adults and family caregivers. It's a great way to monitor someone without, videoing or without being intrusive in any way. It's called Hello Every Day. And I'm going to do an unboxing of it, and then I'm going to explain how to set it up, which is super, super easy. And then we'll talk about the benefits of it. All right, going to get right into it. All right, everybody. So here's the Hello Everyday product. I think it comes beautifully packaged. We're going to do a little unboxing of it, and we're going to check it out. So it has instructions. Here we go. It has the instructions, quick start guide, which it really is a quick start guide. I mean, it's so easy to use. Here's I love that it comes with a customer service card, which I think is great, customer support. So here is the actual product that basically senses. It's like a sensor. It monitors when someone is walking by. Well, there's a lot of details in it, so I will talk about that in a minute, but this is the actual product, and as you can see, it has a port that you can plug in. Now you can either plug it into the wall with this, or you can also put it on a stand, so that it sits on a flat surface. And then underneath it is the plugs that, connects it to it will connect this product over to the plug, because it does require a plug. All right, so I'm going to show you how it sets up. Like I said, it's extremely easy, and we'll talk about all its great benefits. All right. Okay, so the setup process. So it's not what I want to say is, what it recommends here is that what it's telling me is that the device cannot detect if the user has fallen. So it's not a fall detection device. Okay, it's a device to be used indoors, not near a heat source. So I wouldn't plug it in, I wouldn't plug it in here by the stovetop. I do have some outlets here by the stovetop, but I'm not going to plug it in there, even though I'm in front of the stove all the time. But so I'm going to plug it in here by the toaster, because this is where I do my coffee every morning. And so it's a place that I should come to every single day. And you also don't want to put it too close to water, so I wouldn't plug it in over there. But I could definitely plug it in over here. I think that that's a good spot. There are no user serviceable parts in this device, but if there is a problem, they do give you an email. And of course, you have the customer service number that was in that little business card that you can also call. And you don't want to put items in front of the, so if you have this plugged in, you don't want to have it, sitting behind a product, or to have boxes or anything, books, whatever, in front of it. All right, so we're going to go ahead and plug it in. Okay, it says here, we're just going to go through the quick start guide. It says here to find a suitable wall outlet for the sensor, which I'm going to use that one right there. Then it says it's a room. You should do it in a room that you use daily and frequently, which I do right here, morning coffee. And it's not recommended for bedrooms or bathrooms. All right, so you're going to place the sensor on the stand, which right here, which you can easily do. See, it's got the slots right there, and you can, it's hard to do with one hand, but there you go, Plugged in, nice and set. Then you would attach the USB port to the bottom. I'm going to put the phone down, and then we'll work on that. Give me a minute. Okay, so I just plugged it in to the port. Let's see if I can do it. See, there's the port right there, and you just plug it in. Plug it in right there, and then this part here would go into here. There we go. That's plugged in, and then you can plug this into the outlet. Now, because I have this over here, I'm going to go ahead and plug this directly into the outlet on the wall and not use the stand at all. So let me do that. Give me a minute. Okay. So now I went ahead and plugged it into the wall, and as you can see, the light is green, which means that it's detecting that I'm in front of it. Now, when you first plug it in, it does turn red, and the red light means that it's looking for a connection. So the green light indicates that I'm in the area. It's detecting me. Now, if I walk away from it, at some point it will turn white, and that's because it's not there. It turned white, and that's because it's not indicating that I'm in the room. You know, it's not sensing me. But the closer I get, it will then turn green, and that's how you know that it's working. But look how easy it is. 1, 2, 3, and then you contact. There's instructions in the form to contact Hello Every Day, and then they get you started, and you start getting emails and that you are okay, and text messages, of course. All right. And that is how you set it up. Easy, right? So I also wanted to talk to show you, the website for Hello Everyday, and it's hello-everyday.com. I'll have that here on the video, but I just wanted you to see everything that they're putting in here. The videos, literally, just like I showed you, you simply plug it in and it turns on whenever anyone walks by. Well, I guess it's always on, but it monitors movement in the room. So it's got videos on how it works. And it's just, I think, really such an easy product. So it's wonderful for people who live alone, who just want a very non-intrusive way of being monitored. It also, for family members, it alleviates, worries and just to be taken care of. Everybody wants to be taken care of to some degree. All right, but I wanted to show you actually the pricing and the sign-up process. So there's a 2-week free trial, and they have a monthly and a yearly. Of course, you can save 10% with the yearly. I tend to always go with yearly. But anyway, for 5 people, as I said, for 5 partners, 5 people monitoring you, it's $20 a month. They get automatic daily reassurances, and that's for 1 sensor. Now, the way the way those partners or those 5 people get notified is via an app, on their phone. If you wanted to include a call button with immediate alert requests, then that's an additional $10 a month. If you wanted to do a gift package, which you can easily return after 6 months, then you save 25% with a 6-month purchase. And then if you wanted to, you can even just transition over to a yearly subscription, or just change the subscription. Okay, so I also wanted to show you what the person gets. What do they see? And I think that the user also has the alert. I can't recall. I'm sorry. Apologize. I'll have the video of the interview that I did with Kabir here on this page as well, so you can watch the whole interview and get more details on that. But this is what it looks like on the phone. There's a live demo there. You got the phone number. What room is it in? Obviously, you can name the room, kitchen, bathroom, whatever. Gives you an alert if there's no activity. The last time there was an activity. Oh, sorry, don't know where that came from. Here, let's go back to that. And yeah, okay. So you can see the daily chart, what the daily chart looks like, when they're the activities, if it monitors the activity. When it monitors the activity, if the person normally gets up at 7 a.m. in the morning, then it'll monitor that. And then it shows how long that person was in that room, doing, whatever it is that they're in that room. And it gives it by the day, which I think is really nice. Yeah, so you've got even longer, a different graph type of thing that you can see. Okay, and then you have an hourly list, which is nice. It monitors the temperature. that's in the room as well, which is really important because, our senses change as we get older, and we may not realize how warm the room is, become dehydrated. A lot of things can happen, especially during hot summer months and maybe even during cold winter months. You just don't realize the activity, I mean, the effect of temperature on your body, especially as you get older and you're not able to sense temperature as well as you were when you're younger. It happens to most every one of us. And then you can manage the sensor as well. You can show the calendar, clear alerts, update if it was changed to another room. You can, right from the app, you can call the person on their phone. You can get help, change the setup, visit the website. And then if you wanted to, you can even share this, with someone. I don't know that I would put it on a social media, but it's up to you. If you have close friends on Facebook and you want to share it, you can certainly, I think, text or email to anyone who may not be on that 5-person list. But that's what the screen looks like for the person getting the alert. So that's my review of Hello Everyday. Again, it's a great product. I love that it's, non-invasive, and I love that it's super easy to set up. Um, one more thing. Oh, one more thing I want to repeat that I didn't mention earlier, but I think I'll put on the video, is there's no Wi-Fi needed. There's no app to install. Simply plug it into your outlet in your home, and then when you call to set it up, they take care of the rest. It's really extremely easy and great way to use. All right, take care. So I really encourage you to give them a call. Like I said, it's a free trial, an entire 2-week free trial. No long-term contracts. You can, no termination fees. It's a wonderful product and very inexpensive. A great way to for anyone, especially anyone living alone, but anyone that family members that may be worried about mom and dad, or aunts, uncles, or any older adult relatives or friends. All right, well, check out hello-everyday.com